Beautiful, chaotic, and unforgettable, Missouri was the perfect way to end our American road trip. We've traveled through 6 states, thousands of miles, and more toddler snacks than I can actually count, but this final stop in Missouri turned out to be our favorite yet. After crossing the state line from Arkansas, the scenery completely changed. The road began winding through the rolling hills of the Ozarks, and that made the whole drive feel incredible. This was stop number 6 and our 20th state since moving to America. And somehow, even after everything we've seen, Missouri still managed to surprise us. Our first stop was Branson, a small town with big scenery and the kind of place that immediately feels friendly. It's known as the live entertainment capital of the world, with over 100 shows running year-round. But what really drew us here was the landscape and the chance to explore the Ozarks properly. So many people had recommended the Lost Canyon Cave and Nature Trail, and I am so glad they did, because it turned out to be one of my favorite experiences from this entire trip. Hi! You hop into a little golf cart and drive a 2.5-mile trail that winds past waterfalls, wooden bridges, and breathtaking views of Table Rock Lake, a huge man-made reservoir created back in the 1950s when the White River was dammed. It's peaceful, relaxing, and the views are just stunning. Then, completely out of nowhere, the path leads straight into a cave, softly lit by lanterns, echoing with dripping water, and right inside the rock is a bar. This cave is actually part of the Top of the Rock nature area, which belongs to Bass Pro's founder, Johnny Morris. He's the one who developed it to showcase the natural beauty of the Ozarks. And honestly, you can tell how much love went into preserving this place. So we bought a can of margarita as a souvenir. A strange choice, I know, but it's a fun keepsake as long as nobody drinks it. Definitely a bit different from your typical fridge magnet, but still it's a nice keepsake. So this was actually my first time ever inside a cave, and it was incredible. I've never seen anything like it, so it was really, really special for me, and for my daughter too, since it was her first cave visit as well. So traveling with a 3-year-old has been incredible. Seeing her experience everything for the first time is such a special thing to witness. But this stop truly tested us. After our scenic golf cart drive, we planned on visiting the ancient Ozarks Natural History Museum. But, and this is where it all went wrong, we gave Isabel a peanut butter biscuit from the gift shop just as our ride was ending. 10 minutes later, she was bouncing off the golf cart walls. I have never seen her so hyper. It was full-on chaos. So the museum plan quickly went out the window, and if you've watched my travel videos before, you'll know she's usually great with museums and exploring with us. So it was a shame because it's meant to be incredible with woolly mammoth and saber-toothed fossils, prehistoric artifacts, and exhibits of the first Ozark settlers. But that's just life on the road with a toddler. Sometimes the adventure just doesn't go to plan. And that's perfectly okay. We weren't about to ruin anyone else's experience in the museum. So we'll try again next time. We did manage to see a few things in the entrance though, so we didn't completely miss out. Our next stop wasn't even part of the plan. We just needed a quick bathroom break, and we ended up somewhere absolutely unforgettable. Welcome to Uranus, Missouri. Yes, that's really its name, and yes, they lean fully into the joke.
Welcome to Uranus!
It's a quirky roadside attraction built along Route 66, packed with fudge shops, neon signs, and every bit of cheeky humour imaginable. We thought we'd stop for 10 minutes, but it was so ridiculous and fun that we stayed for nearly an hour. It's loud, silly, nostalgic, and impossible not to laugh at. And it gave us a little taste of what our full Route 66 trip next year might be like. Then our final Missouri stop was the historic town of St. Genevieve, a peaceful French colony settlement that feels frozen in time. It was founded in the early 1700s by French settlers long before the Louisiana Purchase, and many of the original buildings still stand today. We visited the Green Tree Tavern, the oldest verified structure in town, built around 1790. It's seen everything from early French settlers and enslaved workers to the first lodge west of the Mississippi River. After 1803, waves of German immigrants brought new life and culture to this area, creating the mix that defines the town today. Sadly, though, because of the government shutdown, most of the historic buildings were actually closed. But those quiet streets surrounded by centuries-old homes and French-style architecture was still something special, a calm, reflective end to such a busy trip. This whole road trip has been incredible. Not always easy, but truly unforgettable. Every tantrum, every detour, every laugh in the back seat, they've all become part of our adventure. Missouri gave us caves, history, laughter, and chaos, and honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. It reminded me that the best memories usually come from the moments that you never planned for. As we drove back home to Pennsylvania, I couldn't help but to feel proud. We've ticked off our 20th state, made memories that we're going to cherish forever, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes us to next. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And if you love following our British family road trip across America, please make sure you subscribe, because the next adventure might just be our biggest one yet, where we plan on ticking off 16 states, with 14 of them being states that we have never been to before. Thank you so much for watching, and a big thank you to my channel members. This is the end of this road trip, but there are plenty more coming up.